In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between aggregate expenditure, which is often just written as a Y, and planned aggregate expenditure, also called PAE. So, aggregate expenditure is going to be the total amount of actual money spent in the economy, including unplanned inventory changes, as well as when firms sell more and less than they had expected to. Versus planned aggregate expenditure is going to be the total spending that people and firms intend to make on goods and services. It's going to be based on expectations about income, prices, and demand. When planned aggregate expenditure equals to Y, or aggregate expenditure, the economy is said to be in equilibrium. This means that the production is matching the spending, and this means that inventories are staying steady. They're basically planning to sell about as much product as, or exactly as much product as they are selling, the firms, that is. So now we're going to look at the planned aggregate expenditure equation. PAE equals A plus BY. So the equation basically shows that the planned spending depends on two parts, that being autonomous expenditure and uh, the um, the marginal propensity to consume, which is going to be the amount of spending that changes based on income changes. So, autonomous expenditure is going to be this spending that occurs no matter what the income is. If the income was zero, then these expenditures would still occur. So, examples of this can be planned investments, government spending, and also net exports. And these are going to be the baseline drivers of spending in the economy. Next, you've got B, which is the marginal propensity to consume, or MPC. This tells us how much consumption increases when income increases by just $1. So this is basically the slope of the line on your graph. The formula is going to be B equals to the change in consumption over the change in aggregate expenditure. So, for example, if B equals 0.75, that means that households are going to be spending 75 cents of every extra dollar they earn, and then they're going to save the other 25 cents. So they don't spend every dollar they earn, they save some of it. So when you put it all together, you'll find that PAE equals A plus BY, the planned aggregate expenditure equation, which means that total planned spending equals fixed autonomous spending plus the part that rises with income. When planned aggregate expenditure and aggregate expenditure are equal, the economy finds balance. That's called the Keynesian equilibrium. And that's basically just a very simple breakdown of how the aggregate expenditure and planned aggregate expenditure can be shown on a graph through an equation to explain Keynesian equilibrium.